Hey everybody, Kenny here. Welcome back to our Visions of Mana playthrough. Last time we finished taking care of the first of the Benevodons, which I assume they're gonna have. Well, here's the thing: I don't know what they're actually gonna end up doing because we've never actually had to fight all the Benevodons before in any of the Mana games. So. Like, I don't know that they're going to make us fight all of them, but, you know, right now we're at a point where they seem to be setting up that we are going to be fighting all of them, but we'll see what ends up actually happening. But for now, we are on our way to the Dark Library, the Dark Archives, the Lograzzo, where we are going to potentially meet the Alm of Shade or Darkness, whatever. But in actuality, we're just going to be going there.
It's the Dark Archives, which means there are lots of books there, right?
More than I have ever witnessed around the world. They say all knowledge is housed in its halls.
I hope we find more information about all this. And about core stones.
So, most likely, like, what's going to be happening is we're going to be going there. Then, like, you know, there's going to be a reason why there can't be an Alm of Dark or Shadow or whatever they call it in this one. And then we'll get the dark thing, you know, the dark thing that's going to get us the last of the classes in the game. And from that point forward, it is grinding time. Every place we're going. Going to be getting every single thing that we've had to pass up throughout the game. And I will be happy. Alright, so is it that southern island with the big tower on it? I've been assuming it's you. Yep. That was it.
It's so gloomy here. Feels like we're gonna get jumped by a ghost or something.
Could you not, Val?
It is not as grim as all that, I assure you. Brazzo Islet is known for its rolling fog. Not to worry, we will get acclimated to it accordingly.
Is that a menacing shadow I see in the mists?
Julay, please.
Creepy spooks and frightened mooks.
Is that necessary?
The name does this place justice. It sure is dark. Where should we look for Aish? I guess in town is as good a place to start as any.
Bro. It's weird that you don't see any fog from outside of the island. There's all this fog here. No fog when we're approaching here. And like the big spooky, like gothic house you see over there. Like, you didn't see any architecture like that from the outside.
Let me see. This might be useful.
And who might you be? What business do you have here? Have you come to study? To collect the Alm of Darkness? All knowledge is said to be nested within the Grazzo dark archives. I too have visited many times in pursuit of worldly wisdom.
Taking this?
Come on.
Welcome, travelers. Continue on ahead and you'll soon reach the town center of Legrazzo.
Grizzly!
The folks here in Legrazzo have a reputation for being detached or curt. They treat you differently if you were a book, that's for sure. Weird thing to say.
Yes!
We're travelers from another village. Before we arrived, we heard rumors that the people here do nothing but study. Looks like they weren't too far off the mark.
Hello.
The folks on Brazzo Islet are something else, huh? Mumbling to themselves as they read those thick books. Kinda creepy, if you ask me.
Okay.
I want to be a scribe when I grow up and help out the Aish in the archives.
Got some syrup. Taking this?
As far as we're gonna go into there. Okay, this is way too dark for me. Can you, I don't know, turn on the Lumina lantern or something? I just cannot get along with these gloomy bookworms in the archives.
Over here.
Welcome to Brazzo Islet. There's not much to see here besides books, but I hope you enjoy your stay nonetheless.
Yes!
Me? I'm just here to look at the boats. If you think all ships are the same, you'd be very, very wrong.
Hi.
Don't get upset if people here won't give you the time of day. The only thing on their minds is acquiring more knowledge.
Oh, hello.
Not every day you see an outlander visiting the island, and the Alm convoy at that.
What?
Palomina might be more fearful of the supernatural than she lets on. I hate dreary weather like this. Give me a sunny day any day. I talked to these two already.
Grizzly! Yes! Grizzly!
Rivner Cuna. This isn't anywhere near all of them. Oh, but where do I even begin to look? You're scattered all over the place. Oh, greetings, traveler. You want to know if there's anything bothering me? It's very considerate of you to ask. Well, actually, I do have one issue. I wanted to insert some pieces of parchment into this bottle here, but the wind suddenly picked up and blew them away. But this bottle really is amazing. It seems to have been cast into this ocean by a young girl, placed a letter inside, but it's been added to by people who picked it up as it drifted around the world. Well, seeing as it's washed up here in Legrazzo now, I wanted to add something myself. I wrote down many inspiring quotes on a special parchment that is said to grant wishes, but before I could place them in a bottle, the wind carried them off. Then looked like a flower petal fluttering in the breeze. Thankfully, the wind wasn't very strong, so I highly doubt the scraps of parchment made it that far. I expect they're here in Legrazzo somewhere. I was just about to go searching for them, but it'd be much quicker if you could help me out. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I gotta find some scraps.
Yes!
And so whoever it is has to be in like the main character's hometown. Because
Taking this?
I guess that's the only place that could, you know, where currents could be reaching all the places where they've gone. Okay. There's another one of those ruin doors.
This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
Actually, is this the... It is. That's the Airy. Five more treasures, and Linia Elementite is this dark one over here. Okay, we got one right here.
Taking this?
One of... How many scraps were there? 104.
Hey there.
Why would the Soul Guard come all the way to Brazzo? If you're here to join up with the Elm of Darkness, that would be a first. We have no record of such a thing ever happening. What? I mean, you just mean that, like, normally the Elm of Darkness goes to meet the convoy?
Let me see. This might be useful.
That has to be what the kid meant, because they can't be saying that there's never been an Elm of Darkness. Because people would know if that was the case, right?
Let's rest up. Yes.
Hey.
Sith the Faithful. On the face of it, Nogratso is a rather joyless town, isn't it? But I promise you the people here are very friendly. Just be yourself and you'll get on fine.
Got some syrup.
Okay.
Hiya.
There's so much I want to ask the Alms. So much I want to learn from them. Like, why do you have to go all the way to the monastery?
This is kind of exciting. Is this?
Okay.
Alright, it's time I got started with dinner. Before my mind can absorb information, my body must absorb nutrients.
Wow.
Welcome, welcome. Why are you here, though? Grazzo is home to nothing but books.
Taking this?
Wow.
Grazzo Elite can get pretty chilly, you know. Are you sure you don't want a scarf or something?
Grizzly!
The Islanders may come off as brusque, but I assure you it's not out of disrespect. Let's just say they are extremely dedicated to their interests.
Taking this?
Got two.
Welcome. You can't go wrong with these goods.
Earthen Fantasia. Earth elemental moves consume no MP when used during an elemental break. Cool.
Come again soon. Welcome. All these goods are the cream of the crop.
Just her.
Take a look at my thank you for your purchase. Come back again sometime. Welcome. Peruse at your leisure. I
Okay,
see
so
you
you-
have a good eye. Happy doing business with you. seem you have happy doing business with you. I seem you have a good eye. Happy doing business with you.
It's right there.
I
I'll do
seem
it.
you have happy doing business with you. Come back anytime.
I'm so tired of having to study every day. At this point, I don't even know what I'm studying for. Librarian Floy. Lograzzo is home to the largest library in the world. It is the place to go if you ever need to learn something.
Oh,
There's nothing on this aisle but books. Books and more books. I'm sick and tired of books.
Hey.
My current research focus on the behavior of minor spirits. My current research focuses on the behavior of minor spirits. It's fascinating stuff. Keep an eye on the roadside as you travel, and you may be in for a few pleasant surprises.
Uh-huh.
Questions are like ripples on the pool of knowledge. They may start off small. They soon spread out, one following the other, until they cover the entire surface of the water.
All right.
Don't need to come all the way to Bratzo Ilip for the Alm of Darkness, you know. You send them to the capital by ship. Didn't they teach you this at Sogard School?
Babu, Badoo-doo-bum. Da Baba-doo-bum.
Okay. Might as well get everything.
Dub, bubba-bada. 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 Dub, bubba-bada.
Okay.
Duguda. Babu, Badoo-doo-bum.
I don't think he added anything new to the dictionary.
Got some syrup.
Arn Scribe Curie. Fascinating. I must investigate this in greater detail.
Uh-huh.
Only wacky eccentrics travel to Lograzzo willingly. I guess you lot are no exception. Whoa, are you a traveler? Don't get visitors like you often here.
Hey there.
Oh, are you the Soul Guard? I've never heard of a pilgrimage coming to Lograzzo.
Hey.
Hey, you a traveler? Want a bite of these baked goodies? They're a bit on the burnt side, though. But I'm sure they're still edible.
Yes?
I apologize if the scribes here say or do things that aggravate you. They're the kind to put their studies before anything else, including the feelings of others.
This is kind of exciting. Nice.
Alright, let's do this back area here, and then we can move the story forward.
Yes! Got some syrup! Yes!
Wish granting parchment.
Got some syrup! Yes! Taking this?
Novice Scribe Risha. Scribe's job is not always easy, but it's very rewarding work.
This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
So the last one's got to be down this way.
Grizzly! Taking this? This is kind of exciting. Nice!
So that's the big tower. Okay, can't go over there. Here is this last thing. Okay, don't think it's up there.
Oh!
What do you think causes prejudice? It could stem from fear of that which is different from oneself. But are all beings in this world not intrinsically different from one another?
Hey,
I don't live here because I want to. I'm going to get off this island one day. You mark my words.
Yes!
Oh no.
What's so interesting about these dusty tomes, you ask? Consider this. What is knowledge to you? Don't force an answer. See, some thoughts may vanish once given form. Oh, is that it right there? Oh, this little cactus.
Found you, little cactus!
Found me. Where's for next?
Huh.
Wow!
Hey there. Hey there. Hey there.
Was that red bird that we saw fly away actually the final note? Oh, there it is. It was right there all along.
Taking this?
Hey.
Thank you again for lending me a hand. Were you able to find some of the parchment pieces? Yes, those are the ones. Now let me count them. Wonderful, that's all of them. Here, I have something for you. I hope it proves useful on your travels. Now to insert the parchment into the bottle and release it into the sea. Off it goes. It's amazing how few pieces of paper can connect so many people. I hope the bottle finds its way back to that little girl quickly, but I wish more people could find it first. Where will the whims of the sea take that little bottle next? I wonder if I'll ever find
One
out.
step closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Alright. Now we can head in. Yep, we know. We know about the fairy flute. We couldn't be here if we didn't know about the fairy flute. Thanks. You can go away now. Thank you.
Pamail, welcome back to the archives.
Who are you?
Please, remain calm. I am pleased to see you in good spirits, as always, Master Aish.
Quite. After the appointment of the new Alm of Water, we received word from Niccolo that the party had to set off without the rest of the alms. As you may have surmised, the Alm of Darkness has not yet been named. I believe you all made the correct decision. That is, if I am indeed addressing the Alms and Soul Guard, I am Aish, head curator of these archives. I am honored to make your acquaintances. If it were not for the presence of your companion here, I might have remained in the stacks and missed your arrival completely.
Did you call her Pamail earlier? What is that, a nickname?
Oh, I assumed her fellow alms would be familiar with her alias. Palomina prefers to go by Pamail when visiting Legrazzo incognito.
Oh, you mean when you wear that outfit that fools no one?
Unfortunately, yes.
Nonsense. Your disguise fooled the majority of the scholars who live here. They were indubitably convinced of your humble origins.
You are too kind, but the affirmation is appreciated.
Well, if you two are friends, that makes this quicker. Can you help us find a way to deal with Delphos?
Delphos? Interesting. I did not expect to hear the name of such an ancient hero spoken under these circumstances. Tell me more. An unsettling predicament you find yourselves in, to be sure. Much as I would love to analyze your encounter in detail, I do not think we are afforded the luxury of time. We must now turn our attentions toward a way to successfully oppose Delphos.
Great! Less small talk and more problem solving.
Forgive my directness, but are you perchance a sproutling? Your garb and stature seem to suggest so.
Could be. Who's asking?
This is the first time I've observed a sproutling up close. Our resources on the subject are limited. Might I convince you to submit a few tissue samples for further study?
I'm kind of busy with this whole Deilophos problem. Maybe later?
I will take you up on that.
Whoa there, buddy.
Circling back to our previous discussion, I believe your best chance against Deilophos would be to set a trap meant to inflict harm and sap his power. Unfortunately, the creation of such things has long since been deemed dangerous, and knowledge thereof banned from general consumption.
Makes sense to outlaw things that hurt people.
You will find that it has taken quite some time for humanity to reach that same conclusion, I fear. Arvid's War comes to mind, the single longest and deadliest conflict in our history. The seemingly endless fighting only ceased when the Benevodon presence made itself known. The combat records of the time we have on file state that the Benevodon's anger itself was incited by the wanton consumption of mana power by the people of the world.
Oh, I get it. The scholars wanted to keep people from causing another war, so they banned the study of their most dangerous techniques.
As you say. But I digress. So goes the tale of how the legendary hero traversed the world, sealing away the Benevodons in each of the lands, as we currently understand it. Even here in Legrazzo, we house a defeated Benevodon on the top tier of the Passagian Tome Spire, the Benevodon of Darkness, Zabelfar. After the monsters were sealed away, whispers of curses swept through the lands, warnings of prophetic disaster should the Benevodons awaken. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. As foretold, the Tome Spire now teems with fearsome enemies. The forbidden scripture you now seek rests in the middle of their nest, inaccessible to all who value their lives.
But what are we gonna do?
We must beat Deilophos at his own game, of course. Fear not. I will see you to the Passagian Tome Spire myself.
Did Ace just say he was coming with us? Into a den of monsters?
Can't be. He must mean to see us to the entrance.
Ace is certainly interesting, but he does seem to want to help us get to the Tome Spire at least.
Now, why was there such a weird lighting on his head during that scene? Hello?
This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
We're in luck that Daisha was so eager to help, but I don't know. There's something about him I don't like. Head curator? That means Aisha's in charge of this place. Like the chief back in Longren, right? He doesn't exactly seem like a leader to me.
Taking this?
Oh,
The people of Legrazzo, wisdom is born from the spirit of inquiry. Simply put, we are curious to learn more of the world around us.
Huh.
Our ancestors preserved their knowledge and insights in the form of books. Our study of those materials is how we keep their wisdom alive.
Taking this?
Yep. Books and libraries. Heard of it.
Taking this? This is kind of exciting. This might be useful. Taking this? Taking this?
The revolutionary King Gahul was a polymath who used his extensive knowledge to establish a Terran. Then one day he vanished. Whatever could have happened to him?
Hey,
King Gahul was once the ruler of the Terran. He was a learned man who used his vast knowledge to construct Castle Crescendo and craft the infamous lunar sandglass. The solution to this formula flies in the face of logical integrity. Proposed arguments are a garbled mess of contradictions and conflations. Even if society needed to designate a hero as its object of worship, did faith in such a figure truly justify the blatant distortion of historical facts? Oh. Love and hate are emotions that can instill great power within us. You have someone you love with all your soul?
Taking this? This is kind of exciting. A rare item!
Wound magic. Consume health to... Consume 3% health, but increase damage when attacking with magic. What's that do, though?
hey,
You had previously suggested a method of fluid extraction for supersaturated solutions. But where your hypothesis fails is... Oh, sorry. I thought you were someone else. One more treasure.
Huh.
Knowledge and hypothesis mean nothing unless they are put into practice. We must apply them and test them, or we risk wasting our greatest assets. Are you in the mood for a book? There are many I would like to recommend, but they're all written in the script of an extinct language. I doubt you could read it. Rude.
hello.
I have no concept of what studying means. When something piques my interest, I desire to learn all about it. It is simply the natural next step.
Yes!
As you've likely gathered already, there are more books stored here than any mortal could possibly read in a single lifetime.
Taking this?
You are the worst librarians ever. How could things get this out of hand? How?
Yes.
Master H is incredible. Master H is an incredible, illustrious instructor. He had taught me a great many things on various subjects. Mortals are obsessed with history, aren't you?
Taking this? Let me see. Is this?
Alice Verda. That's gonna be... Because she already has her ability up, right? So that's gonna be her... She's gonna be the first one to break into the 3rd tier? Or is it just gonna be another ability thing? It's just ability slots. Go up to 6 now. Got everything we can get from here.
We've restocked the stores of ink, but according to my notes, I am afraid that the structural support for the building must be replaced as well.
Already? How time flies. Since we replaced the posts on the same schedule as the alms pilgrimage, without the fairy's arrival to remind us this year, we must have completely forgotten.
That's how you're propping up this place?
Oh my
State of
goodness.
the architecture in Lagrazzo, I shouldn't be surprised. It's a little crooked.
How quick you are to judge. Every minute detail of these halls has been measured thoroughly for structural integrity. As such, even the slightest bit of negligence in the upkeep will cause the complete collapse of the building.
Then what are you doing? Get a replacement now!
The apprentice scribe was meant to acquire a suitable reinforcement, I believe. You should ask him. More importantly, am I in the presence of this year's convoy of alms?
Yes, indeed. Though they are currently lacking an alm of fire, the rest of them represent the alms of wind, the moon, water, and wood.
Fascinating. An alm of the moon has not been designated for at least 16 years. We've sent several scribes to Aetern in the past to document the changes since its destruction.
I think those two got distracted.
What are we supposed to do about the building?
Honestly, I care more about Aisha's promise to show us to the Tome Spire.
We can't just let the building fall. I'll go ask the apprentice for starters.
We will accompany Aish, so as to attempt to extricate him from that animated exchange as soon as possible.
Hooray. We get to babysit the head curator of the Dark Archives.
Okay, if I were an apprentice scribe, where would I be? In the archives, I guess.
Yep, it's just right there. Our final classes, staring us right in the face. Jerks.
Okay.
Don't put off until tomorrow. It might fall on your head today. Master Aish has always been somewhat single-minded. What are they even talking about? I can't understand a word of it, and I don't know why I'm trying. They've forgotten about the imminent collapse of the building and moved on to a completely different topic. Sure did. We must classes. We must classes now. To me, apprentice. We must away. The classening must begin. You.
Excuse me, I'm supposed to ask you about a structural support for the courtyard? Can you help?
Support? I don't know if we have any replacements stored away.
Hang on, aren't you the one in charge of getting new ones?
I wasn't given any official requisition notice from management. Restocking these things takes time. I keep trying to tell them. Though, it is the scheduled maintenance period for the courtyard. The entire building could fall and crush the documents we have on file. There's a record of just such a tragedy in the past. A large number of tomes and the scholars in charge of them went missing after a freak accident. They were caught up in...
Oh no, I can't waste any more time. Forget about the history lesson. What can I do to help now?
Well, if you can find an object of equivalent length, I'm sure that will work. There has to be something here in the archives. Let's see here. The courtyard structure needs a post exactly 68.1 centimeters long. Thank you for taking the trouble to assist us. We hardly ever see such friendly visitors in Lagrazzo.
Friendly, huh? You don't have a lot of helpful neighbors here?
A hazard of Lagrazzo's locale. This gloomy place doesn't lend itself to cheerful company, I'm afraid. I suppose a soul guard from Tiania such as yourself may be predisposed to helping people. Is it one of the criteria from which they decide who to send with the alms? Or maybe...
Not another long-winded tangent. I don't have time. Hold that thought. Gotta take care of a few things. Right, so if I were a building support, where would I be? Guess it's back to the archives I go.
Okay, they're giving me options. Got a broom. A ladle. Who the hell are you? Saul. I'm pretty sure this is the one here. I don't know. There's something telling me that's that's the right move. Firming. There's just 4 things. Okay.
A new face? Splendid! Me? Why, I'm Bon Voyage, legendary inventor and eccentric genius. And this is my fork of unusual size. A giant's fork.
A what?
A giant! Large, hulking humanoid monsters, you know? You do know, don't you?
From storybooks like the ones that Hina used to read, but not as guests at the dinner table. I didn't think they'd need forks.
This is proof of the existence of giants. Or it might be an oversized tribute to the goddess. Or a fluke manufacturing accident. Whatever it is, it has great historical value.
I didn't realize it was such an important fork. Too bad, since it's the length we're looking for to shore up the building.
Why didn't you say so? It's yours!
But I can't use something of great historical value as a support post.
Never sacrifice the now for the sake of the past. What matters is providing for the future. Wouldn't you agree?
When you put it that way. Okay, I'll try it. All right, now to take this back to Aish. Finally! This should be the perfect size. Now to take it back to Aish. If he's finished with his conversation, that is.
Yeah, so, like, this guy's family have been in every Mana game. There's always like a Bon Voyage, a Bomb Voyage, like, you know, like it's always something like in that sphere, I suppose. And they like generally like they help you with getting from place to place. So like if you ever seen like a clip of like characters getting fired out of a cannon and doing like a bunch of like flips in the air to get from like one place to another, I guess like these are the people that always do that. Go forth and take the enormous fork. Use it to save Hollow Grazzo. I know that was more walking than what they were going for there, but that's what came out.
My word, Sproutlings are like nothing I've ever seen before. There is so much we could learn, so much we could study.
You said you're of a very advanced age, correct? The regenerative plant-like properties in your genetic makeup might have something to do with it. Or perhaps...
Oh, you're back! Finally!
Sorry, it took a while to find something usable.
The diminutive nature of Sproutlings might be an evolutionary means to conserve energy within a small frame, according to a treatise I read last year.
Val, you have the replacement, right? Tell me you found something.
It's not exactly what we wanted, but I found a giant's fork that could fit the bill.
Oh, yes, the support. I nearly forgot about it yet again.
Do you mind? We were chronicling our newest discoveries on the growth cycles of sproutlings.
Keeping your city from crumbling is more important.
I suppose we might as well replace the support post now before we become even more distracted. Let's see. A fine post, I must say. Make a note to replace this again exactly 1,460 days from now.
Val, in acknowledgement of your services to the archives, I would like to present you with the old support.
Thanks, but we don't need your leftover junk.
Goodness! I believe this item would be better identified as the elemental vessel, Shade Sight.
How fortunate. It appears that luck is on your side, Val.
They used an elemental vessel to prop up a structure?
We use the tools at our disposal to fix problems as they arise. But I digress. We are finished here, if I am not mistaken. Let us make our way to the Tome Spire, as promised.
I doubt that Aish and I will ever see eye to eye.
How do you manage to keep up with someone like Aish, Palomina?
We have been friends since our youth, and fellowship begets forgiveness. He has not changed.
So, you've known each other for a long time, then?
So, that's one more elemental vessel for us. Let's see what else Aish has to show us.
Pair of the vessels. Obtain all elemental vessels. Elemental vessel. Shade Sight. Wisdom of Shade. Dark elemental. Dwells within the Shade Sight. It is capable of influencing the gravitational pull of objects. Press right trigger to swell your gravitational force and pull targeted enemies closer to you. However, try this against large enemies and you will be pulled towards them instead. Leverage this to immediately shorten the distance between you and an opponent.
Sounds like we all had a tough time with this little adventure. Better gear up and make sure I'm ready to take on the Passagian Tome Spire.
Alright. Finally have all the classes. See what they are. Raging fighters that gain strength as their health decreases. Nothing can withstand the swing of their great swords of this great sword wielding class. Nessos Berserker, which was the final dark class that Duran had in Trials of Mana. Weapon type, Greatsword. Fast Strike, Raven Shriek. Oh, and the Trials of Mana remake. It's fine.
Is this my new power?
Fearless Soul Guard. Unlock all of Val's classes. New class unlocked. Class changed to Berserker. One of his lower luck classes. A mid-level spirit. Actually, one of his higher intellect classes, surprisingly. One of his lowest stamina classes. What is up with Paladin and Berserker? They should be like the highest, but they're the lowest. One of his higher strength classes. Commanding the mysterious power of darkness, these rebellious duelists increase the damage they inflict at the start of combat. instantly turning the table in their favor. Weapon type, glove. Fast strike, fatal struggle.
So this is the power of the spirits.
Fearless Wind Oracle. Unlock all of Karina's classes. New class unlocked. Class changed to Maverick. That's one of her higher luck classes. Her lowest spirit class. Like middle of the road intellect. Middle of the road stamina. Her highest strength class. Consultants of the Darkness who take advantage of status effects, using their canes to deal extra damage to foes affected by them. Weapon type cane, Fast Strike, Ambitious Gambit.
The spirits are calling to me.
Fearless Radiant Knight. Unlock all of Morley's classes. New class unlocked. Class changed to Soothsayer. One of his highest luck classes. Middle of the road spirit class. One of his higher intellect classes. Middle of the road stamina class. And his lowest strength class. This Dark Aligned class is equipped with a fearsome sickle. You can learn abilities that let them recover health after defeating an enemy with special attacks. Weapon type, sickle. Fast strike, mass mortality.
I can aid my allies with this new strength.
Fearless Water Queen. Unlock all of Panamina's classes. New class unlocked. Class changed to Reaper. That's her lowest luck class. One of her lowest spirit classes. Middle of the road intellect class. Middle of the road stamina class. And her highest strength class. Using umbrellas as a conduit for their dark mana powers, this class reduces the amount of damage the party receives certain monster types, and increases the damage dealt to them. Weapon type, Umbrella. Fast Strike, Wilting Gloom.
Whoa, what's this new power?
Fearless Wood Sprite. Unlock all of Jule's classes. New class unlocked. Class changed to Necromancer. One of the lowest stock classes. One of his lower spirit classes. Middle of the road intellect class. Middle of the road stamina class. And middle of the road strength class. Excels at nothing. Alright, see what everybody's got. So for Berserker, we have a stagger hit now with great swords that let Val close the distance. Darksaber, strengthen, enraged. Increase damage by 10% when HP drops to 50% or below. Frenzy. Raise defense by 70% when HP drops to 30% or below. Furious Bellow. Increase damage by 20% and nullify status effects when HP drops to 50% or below. Darksaber Plus. Rage Plus. Increase damage by 20% when HP drops to 50% or below. Dominating Darkness. Increase damage by 40% when HP drops to 30% or below. Soul Parry. Last strikes deal increased damage the less HP remaining at the time of activation. Okay. I will not be using that. For Maverick, there's Arrow Rain for some reason. Pearl Bat. Really? No. No more fist attacks? You jerks. For Medic. Increase damage by 20% for 30 seconds after battle starts. Feeble uses the power of darkness to decrease enemy magic attack and defense. Soul Stealer restore 20% HP after defeating an enemy. Mark of Blood raise attack and defense when a party member defeats an enemy. Feeble Plus, Blood Plus raise attack, defense, magic attack, and magic defense when any party member defeats an enemy. Nethergate. Increase damage by 60% against enemies with HP at 30% or below. Does not apply to summoning magic. Siphoning Formation. Grant a 50% chance to recover 20% HP when an enemy is defeated. Yep, trash. Do not like Val or Karina's dark classes. Soothsayer. Royal Flush. This is the special attack hold. Phantom Blade, Wheel of Fate. Increase damage by 20% when attacking an enemy afflicted with a status effect. Darksaber, Pearl Bat, Celestial Cycle. Grant 40% chance of silencing all enemies when battle starts. Augury. Use the power of darkness to bestow a stat increase or on a random ally. Wheel of Fate Plus. Increase damage by 40% when attacking an enemy inflicted with a status effect. Fate's Command. Grant a 10% chance of instantly destroying an enemy inflicted with a status effect. Destined Path. Grant a 30% chance of inflicting a random status effect on an enemy when using a special attack. So I like this one. Reaper. Hurtless Hue. This is the hold X for the scythes. Gate. Monic Disposal. Shorten the duration of status effects and stat decreases by 60%. Dark Force. Life Leecher. Recover 10% HP after defeating an enemy with special attack. Dark Rain. Annihilate. Sinister Scent. Grant 10% chance of paralyzing an enemy with a special attack. Approaching Darkness. Grant a 10% chance of paralyzing an enemy with normal attacks. Eternal Invitation. Grant a 15% chance that a special attack will instantly destroy enemies inflicted with S effects. Does not trigger on boss, monsters, or nemesis. Yeah, so since the big dark magic here is just an instant kill thing, it actually has very low power. There's no point in having her go through here just to get... I mean, maybe Dark Ruin is worth getting. Yeah. I'll do it for Dark Ruin. Yeah, but I'm not a fan of Reaper either. Necromancer. Falling Parasol. Hold Y. And yeah, so throws the umbrella like a bomb. Okay, so summoning class. Fairy Bomb Essence. Reduce the damage that demon and undead enemies can deal by 20%. Increase the damage that can be inflicted on them by 20%. Cold Sweat. Lower all enemy defense by 10% during battle. Darkness Elemental Break. Unleash the power of darkness. Once your mana gauge is full, spawn a black hole that sucks enemies and explodes. Pumpkin, dispel magic. Power of darkness to dispel all enemy magic effects. Dark Curse, use the power of darkness, decrease all of the enemy stats. Malediction, extend the duration of stat decreases from all moves. Dark Curse, Burnt Offering, Dark Curse effects apply to all enemies. Soul Drain, or 110% of damage inflicted by summoning magic as HP. Yeah, so I only like Dark for Morley and Yule. Only like Light for Val. I only like Wood for Jule, Val. I only like Earth for I liked Earth for somebody, right? I didn't like Weapon Master. I mean, I guess I kind of like Earth for Jule. Just because there isn't anything like all that bad in here. Fire, I like for Morley. Maybe Karina, we'll see. And kind of for Jule for the like the passive healing stuff. I only really like water for Karina. I mean, as with most of them, like I there's not really anything that I really dislike for like Jule, except for Hyper. But I'm not a fan of water for Palomina, Morley, or Val. Moon I like for Morley. Morley, Karina, and Jule. Not really. Just Morley and Jule. Then wind I only like for a little bit for Val. Kind of for Karina. Not at all for Morley. 100% for Palomina. And not really for Jule. Like I don't really like it for Jule, except for the fact that you can have a passive MP restoration thing. That's the only reason I kind of like it for Jule. Yeah. And we don't have any MP stuff that gives me any reason to stop using Morley and Moon. Like, we don't have any reason to move Palomina out of wind. Don't have any reason to move Arena out of water. And light is literally the only element that I really like for Val. Yeah, so fire, earth, wood, and dark are free. Are just free range for Yulei. I mean, the good stuff from here doesn't happen until we get into the last 2 tiers. There's no reason to move Yulei into dark. We'll just keep Yulei in wood. You know, like the session that just went up today on YouTube reminded me that this feature exists, and I haven't used it the entire game. Okay. Everyone is in the classes that I like for them. So next time we will head into the library, or whatever that's considered. Do whatever encounters are there, move the story forward. As soon as we're out of there, then we're going to go and head to every single area to take care of all of the other stuff we haven't been able to do the whole game.
Where to next?
And just to get this one out of the way before I forget. We know about the fairy flute. Stop. Stop it.
Time to shine! Thanks for the pick-me-up. Let's use the Meridian to travel.
Okay. This is where we'll pick up. Everybody, first time checking out. In the playthrough, appreciate the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, be Victus, Rise to Damaris, and bye.
Let's plan our next move.